Hello everyone and welcome to the Monday edition of the Chris Pritchard Cycling News Show. Boosh! Roll titles. It's more of a transition really. So the main talking point on this show is Zwift have changed their terms of service again. But we'll get into that shortly. First, let's take a look around the wonderful world of the internet to see what's been going on. Now, probably the third biggest news from the Giro is that Richard Carapaz won. Yay. But the two big stories, or the two best stories in my opinion, were these two right here.
Oh no! Oh, somebody's got in the way! Miguel Angel Lopez! Here, no. You! What the is wrong with you? You'll take it out on my neck, you idiot! I knock you down, you
I mean, I've been a soigneur, I know, I've told you this before. I've been a soigneur and I've been stood at the side of the road handing feed bags out, handing bottles out, and the amount of people that go and stand there and wait for a bottle to be thrown. I remember a Cofidis rider threw a bottle, it smashed, it hit a car and like smashed, obliterated, went under the car. Peloton went through. 2 minutes later, there's an old man on his hands and knees crawling under this car trying to piece together this bottle. I mean, what are these people going to do with them? They're just going to sit them on a shelf and then about 6 months time they're going to realise they're all mouldy because they had energy drink in them. And then what? Throw them away? No, they don't. They leave them there to fester. And then they take a picture of it and then they bring it to the next race and then they show it to the riders and go, hey, that's your bid on. And when it comes to Twitter, the best tweet about the whole Lopez thing was this one from Christopher Chick. Most vicious attack of the whole Giro. Brilliant. It literally was. In fact, it was probably one of the only attacks of the Giro. So now for the past couple of months, all I've been seeing on YouTube is reviews on how good the brand new SRAM group set is. But Balcomoma, what do you think to it? Oh. I thought I was going to say something good then. In other news, Tom Pidcock won the under-23 Paris-Roubaix. I'm just waiting for the Cameron Jeffers tweet now to say, yeah, but it wasn't the big race, was it? Also, during that race, AG2R rider Matteo Jorgensen suffered a massive gash in his leg, which he put down to one of the new disc brakes, which could open the discussion, and we may as well open it here. Disc brakes, good thing or a bad thing? In YouTube news, Jasper Verkuil did a bit of an oopsie. That footage coming from NorCal cycling videos. Let's just hope Jasper can actually fly a plane better than he can ride a bike, eh? Now let's talk transfer news, because there's a bit going on in the world of professional cycling. A lot of riders are already starting to change seats for 2020. So let's take a look at the rumours and speculation and see who might be going where. And first and foremost, there was some rumours that Alaphilippe might be moving from Deceuninck Quickstep, but that's quashed. So a few days ago, the rumours started saying he might be moving elsewhere. Same day, he signs a 2-year contract with Deceuninck Quickstep, so he's going nowhere for 2020 and 2021. However, Richard Carapaz, the winner of the Giro, there's rumours that he might be going to Ineos. Check this tweet out. Gazzetta dello Sport said Richard Carapaz has a contract for €150,000 a year with Movistar in 2019, and he is close to signing a 3-year contract with Team Ineos for at least £1.5 million a year. What amazes me more about that is not the fact that he's now going to be hopefully getting paid 1.5 million a year, it's the fact that he was only on £150,000 a year. He's a Grand Tour winner and he's only on 150 grand a year. That's, well, his stock's gone flying up. And for Movistar, that is a shrewd deal and they've definitely had their money's worth. Let's just hope he had a massive bonus payout. Zakharin looks like he's going to be leaving Katusha Alpecin at the end of 2019. And rumours are he's going to be heading to CCC. Sam Bennett's whereabouts for 2020 is still unclear. Potentially he might be moving across to Katusha Alpecin. Nairo Quintana is out of a contract at Movistar next year. Where's he going to go? Who knows? Potentially UAE or second tier team alongside Connor Swift. RKS Samsic, they're in talks currently of giving him a pretty decent deal. So, all right, let's talk about the main story here, which is Zwift re-updating their terms of service and adjusting it slightly after DC Rainmaker caused a mini shitstorm, shall we say. A couple of weeks ago now, Zwift updated their terms of services and it went largely under the radar. Not much was said about it, and they sent an email out a couple of days later just to say, hey everyone, we've updated our terms of service. And, you know, me being me and probably you being you would have gone, all right, fair enough, and cracked on with your day. However, DC Rainmaker just went in there and had a look, and what he came across was some harshly worded terms that we all need to start sticking to. So originally, the terms of services stipulated you will not violate any applicable law, contract, intellectual property right, or other third-party right, or commit a tort in connection with your use of our platform, and you are solely responsible for your conduct whilst using our platform. And if you read down here, furthermore, you will not sell, resell, or otherwise commercially use our platform without the prior written authorization of Zwift, including displaying the platform in a commercial setting like a cyber cafe, I don't care about that, gaming center or other commercial establishment, copy, reproduce, distribute, publicly perform, or publicly display all or portions of our platform, except as expressly permitted by us or our licenses. So legally speaking, that means that me, Ash, Cam, Shane, DC Rainmaker, none of us could now stream videos of Zwift. We could no longer produce any sort of Zwift content. And everyone got a little bit worried. Even myself, I was like, hold on one second. What's going to happen here? How are we going to, I mean, why would you want to stop people from streaming your content? Because there's still a lot of people that come into my chat, and I've seen it in other people's chat, and they'll say, what is this? What is this? How do I get this? So a lot of people's first experience of Zwift is from somebody streaming it online. And I dare say that there are few people, I don't know how many exactly, but there will be a few amount of people who either stay committed to Zwift because they watch the streams, or start paying for Zwift because they've seen the streams. So to stop people streaming and creating content around Zwift seemed ridiculous. I think what they're trying to do is capture the market of esports. They want to be the #1 name in cycling esports. You can see what they've done with the KISS Super League, the Community League. They're trying to package esports to not be esports, to be Zwift sports type of thing. I think they want the first name in esports to be Zwift. And as platforms come along and try and steal a little bit of that, they're trying to just get all their eggs in one basket. So they've put this basket together, and with all these new things that they want to try and stop other companies from doing, and in that they've actually put the egg in of, let's just stop streamers, let's stop anybody creating content. Legally speaking they have, and then just gone, put a blanket over it all and said, there you go, that's it. But then we've opened the blanket and gone, well, actually, that's mental. That's a silly rule. With the help of DC Rainmaker, I think they've actually made adjustments to it now to try and help people like me who want to carry on streaming, who want to keep producing Zwift content. So we actually spoke to the PR manager, Chris Snook, and this is what he had to say. Having taken on the feedback from yourself, obviously Ray, DC Rainmaker, and the community, me, definitely me, we decided the best course of action was to revise some of the wording in our terms. The aim is to make them easier to understand. Now for me, I'm not going to lie, that's a bit patronising. Everyone understood what the terms and conditions meant. Your problem is you just made them too much of a blanket across everything, instead of saying, right, this is for esports. What we're trying to do is capture the market for esports, so we need to implement some of these to stop other people trying to piss on our turf, all right? Rather than patronising us by saying, we'll make it easier for you to, hey, you obviously just didn't understand. We'll make it a little bit easier for you simple people to understand. We want to empower our community to be able to use the platform for streaming and for bike shops to use the platform to sell trainers. There must, of course, be rules for this. But that's not what you said in the original terms of service, is it? In the original terms of service, you were like, right, no, you can't use it in a bike shop, you can't stream, you can't produce content. That's what the original, there's no grey area of, can we misinterpret that? No, that's what you said. Legally speaking, that's what you said. So don't come at us with, we're trying to make it easier for you to understand now, so we've reworded it. We've put smaller words in there for you so you can understand it, okay? The resulting revisions to the language in the terms of service seeks to address some of the feedback we received and to make it clearer our intent. Again, everyone understood what you meant, you just got it wrong. Legal speak can often be confusing to understand. Again, patronising. So we've also produced a frequently asked question sheet to help clarify some of the questions people have had. What if my streams are monetized? Can I still stream? Yes, it's okay to stream your races so long as you aren't charging anyone to access the stream, such as by selling tickets or charging for subscriptions, and you're not otherwise commercializing the stream in a way that might compete with our esports initiatives. So if I was to make a Patreon and say, listen, we're going to go live on Patreon with our streams, that's a no-go. But that has nothing to do with their esports terms of service initiatives. Here's another question from the FAQ. What is considered a commercial setting? Oh, great question, nobody actually asked. The commercial setting definition centres around purpose of activity. If you are using Zwift for personal use and you just happen to be in a coffee shop or bike store, I'm sorry, what? Leave me a comment below. Let me know the last time you went into your local coffee shop, took in your trainer, took in your bike, set your laptop up and started Zwifting. And if you did, how did the Patreons think to that? Did they enjoy that? Did they all get involved? So in a nutshell, according to Zwift, what they've done is reworded it to make it a lot easier for the simple people to understand. But what us simple people realise is that Zwift just covered the whole thing in a blanket and then realised they probably made a mistake in doing so because legally now they could stop streamers streaming, and that's not what they wanted to do, obviously. So they backtracked, reworded it, and then just blamed it on us for not understanding it in the first place. So finishing off with the last story of Zwift. It's Pride Month. LGBTQ, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y and Zs can all feel welcomed in the Zwift community now. So you can now give pride-ons instead of ride-ons. I'll use the famous quote from Carl Pilkington. Do we need it? And I know I'm talking as a heterosexual man who is not affected in any way, shape or form by what goes on in the LGBTQ community. However, I am a forward-thinking, compassionate individual who thinks that what's the point? Like, what's the point? What are we trying to do here? What is their agenda really? Is their agenda to really include these? And I'm sure there is to a degree that they want to include them, but is that really what's happening? Or have they seen something that they can say, let's associate ourselves with that so it looks like we're doing something? Because Zwift is just a platform to go and ride your bike on. It's a platform just to go and ride your bike on. It doesn't have to have any agenda, just go and ride it. There's no questionnaire on the start of Zwift when you're setting up your profile saying name, date of birth, gender, you what? You're male. Okay, that's fine. Homosexual or heterosexual? Homosexual. Oh, well, we've not actually built the platform for you, so you'll not be able to use it. The platform is just a platform. Anyone can go on it. I thought in this day and age we didn't have to go around telling everyone that we support X or we support Y. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is. Maybe this community does feel like it needs to be supported, and it likes to be supported in this way. That they want to see companies taking a step forward, saying we support this community. But I always thought, you know, we're all part of the biggest community in the world, which is humankind, and I thought we all just supported each other. I didn't think we needed to tell everyone that we support them. Oh, before we go, news just in. Julio Kaiser has just had his car stolen. He's tweeted about it on Twitter, so keep an eye out for a X5 BMW, license plate ILJ-001. If anybody comes across that car or sees it, please let us know. We'll get Crime Stoppers on that, and you could receive a reward. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button if you've enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button if you've not done already, and make sure you tickle that notification bell so you know when we go live with our live streams or when we drop a brand new video. Thanks for watching.